Should I look directly into this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, my name is Sandra. I live in Leipzig, where I recently finished my Master's in Middle East Studies, and today I'm working as a volunteer journalist reporting on the CEV Symposium.
Well, what is active citizenship? It's a term we all use. It's a term that's become commonplace. Well, I'm going to offer you three notions of citizenship. One is good citizenship, the good citizen. This is the individual who does good in her or his community.
Would you consider yourself being an active citizen?
Oh yes, I would actually, because I do care about Berlin and about, because it's my hometown and I want everything to be, well, nice here. I want people to be happy, so I do what I can do to encourage people to make a difference here in this town.
However, I would argue that active citizenship is when people work together, when they're doing things in solidarity with other people as part of an organized effort, perhaps with a voluntary sector organization, with professionals, in doing good in their community, in affecting change in their community.
I think to be an active citizen also means to have a certain awareness and a certain ability to sense what's up and where do changes need to be done. And then maybe to find the people and build networks and to encourage people to do something.
Every opportunity that I have time, I fully participate in some, active voluntary activity and on the field, because feel it me good, and because I want to teach my daughter, for example, what is good and how to approach to the what need to be good approach to the community.
Volunteering that has nothing back to the person is, I don't know how that can exist. People think it exists, altruism, that we're doing it just because I care. Well, then it still feels good. Or you're doing it to get into heaven. Or you're doing it whatever it is. I personally believe that an exchange is the best kind of service. I give and I get. And you get and you give. I mean, it's not someone isn't just the helper and the person needing help. There's always an exchange.
And feeling is nice.
My name is Josi. I'm from Berlin and I've just started my Master's in Future Studies. And today I'm a volunteer journalist reporting on the CEV Symposium. What do you say? How can social media and the internet contribute to volunteering?
It's because it's a great way to strengthen your actions, to maybe find volunteers, and also to make the project or the activity more visible, because social media are about connections between people. So.
Today, if you want to mobilize people, go online. I know that very established organizations are skeptical about online. I think you're wrong. Because young people are there. If you want to engage young people, you must go there.
It's a very effective way of mobilizing people. But I don't believe, actually, that in itself provides the basis for voluntary action. I believe it's about people actually doing things together with other people, developing the personal relationships that come through volunteer activity.
A major challenge was that most of the people in the country didn't know that such amendments of the law are prepared, and also didn't know much about the problems concerned with the genetically modified organisms. So a major challenge was to spread the word and educate people. And a great help in that was that we had social medias on the internet.
When you involve volunteers via the internet, you don't involve them only about the internet. Mostly it's a mixed form between on-site and online volunteering, but even if you have only online volunteers, there's no difference between the communication.
Much people networked in the small communities and the small initiatives, and they'd have a link to the traditional volunteer organizations. And that's, I don't know if it is a revolution or the end of the traditional volunteer sector. I don't know. I think there's a responsibility from the older NGOs to get the link to these people.
Okay. My name is Sabrina, and I do my always the same. I do a year of volunteer service in Berlin, and today I'm a volunteer journalist reporting on the CEV Symposium.
Corporate volunteering can be seen to be benefiting the company and not, you know, the employees or the community, but that's really not true. Most most corporate volunteering activities do benefit the community greatly, and they benefit the employee population, and employees care very much about doing this work. So even if the company does get some benefit from it, I don't see that as a problem.
It depends, I think, on the employees themselves, perhaps, and how they feel about it, and whether or not they feel that their company is making a genuine effort to help the community. I don't think they're going to be as hard on their company to improve its reputation if good is really being done and they feel like they're really part of something that matters.
The end does not justify any means. So it's a question that associations need to keep asking. Also in relation to the relationship with the corporate sector. I think that one question to add is what we as civil society organizations want and expect.
Is something done for the community through the volunteering that helps the community, that builds our community, that helps build society, and is it constructive? Is it active citizenship? Yes or no? And that should be the most critical question.
I have been a volunteer for many, many years, even before I did this for a living. Since I was a little kid, I learned through my family, through my church, the importance of being engaged in the community. And I am now very happy that I have an opportunity to do it for my corporation, for the company I work for.
And beyond that, then I think we can ask anyone in any capacity what their motivation is, and we'd probably be surprised, either positively or negatively, by some of the answers we would get.
So there's a good feeling in the field of volunteering and you're active citizen.
It is a very good feeling, and I invite others to think about what they're doing with their lives, whether it is through their companies, or through their school, or through their church, or through their community. I invite others to take a look at what they're doing with their lives, and if they're truly making a difference, if they're being an active citizen, and if they're not, to get engaged and do something for others.
Thank you.
You're welcome.